Okay, hello everyone. My name is Lester. Gotta say, this is the first kind of video that I do of this caliber, so I just hope that you can bear this with me because I'll have to do this in one go. I don't know how to edit video, and honestly, I don't have enough time to edit this video, but I still wanted to take time to take this off my chest because it has been like an issue that I've been having recently from some hero players because I just do not agree with the way they see the deck, the way they play the deck, and I wanted to share you as a as an old Yu-Gi-Oh player coming back into the TCG, how I see the deck, and I just hope by the end of it you can play and see the deck in a different light and probably improve upon what the deck list that I'm gonna show you and the combos that you can perform. Um, Gotta be honest, nothing fancy. We're not adding like anything too crazy into the mix. We're just gonna show you um, other ways, other routes of how you can make the combos. Uh, Gotta be honest, like I'm gonna be rambling a little bit about this, so you might want to like check the timestamps that I'm going to eventually be placing onto the video, so you can skip right to the part that you may want. But if you have the time to spare, I I just want to like talk a little bit about what is the issues that I have and what I just things that I fundamentally do not agree with how this deck is perceived or is played at the moment. Okay, for example, what are one of those issues? Like, I don't know, I just don't like the conceived idea that you have to play this deck at 40 cards. Like you must, and it's the best competitive way to play this deck. Also, I don't like that they're playing this deck kind of like on the weird, like on the modern Yu-Gi-Oh philosophy of like, in order this deck to be good, you have to play like million hand traps and all the 1 2 card starters, and only like that is gonna be good or it's gonna be working, right? And also, I mean, this is to a lesser extent. I feel like they're finally starting to catching on, but I have seen also lists that only play one increase in this deck, like one increase, and even worse, I have seen people that only playing like one polymerization in this deck because they think it's a brick only because you can search it. Oh my god, I cannot express how wrong that assertion is. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this is a fusion based deck. 2/3 of your extra deck are fusions. All the big plays, all the things that you want to do with this deck just revolve about fusions. And polymerization is like the primary playmaker of this deck. And people are only playing one? Sorry, just if you're that kind of people that play this deck only at 40 cards because it's the only way you are gonna see like the bomb cards, right? Like Fusion Destiny or a Hero Lives, or like you only play one increase because you don't want to see it, or like you play only one poly because it's a break, and all that stuff. Man, I kind of understand where they coming from, but I just gotta say, if you're building your deck like that, and you see this deck like that, in part, I think you are not a really good deck builder, and you don't get what this deck is about. Okay? Uh, okay, so gotta be honest, I'm kind of like a returning player. The last time I played was in like 2014, the physical card game. Doesn't mean that I haven't been up to what the game has evolved, or like, or some of the cards and all of that. Like, I'm aware. Like, I've been playing uh, the past couple of months. I played against Snake Eyes. I played against Voiceless Boys. All of these decks that are now meta relevant, and I've been playing with heroes, and I'm just surprised how good this deck has become ever since like 2013. And also, gotta say, when I started playing this deck, because the first and foremost, I didn't know nothing about how you perform the combos and how this deck worked now. I started to look videos and start to see like deck lists of other players, and then it it allowed me to get a starting point on the deck, to get back to uh, from where I was, right back in there. And to be quite honest, I was not going to come back to Yu-Gi-Oh, at least the physical version of it, but a lot of friends that used to play with me back then, they are still playing now, and they wanted me back. Like, they were like, dude, you gotta come back. There's now heroes are so good. You should be playing them back again. And I was like, no, man, I don't know. It's just been so long, and I don't know. I really literally had no cards to play with, and they started to help me getting a lot of these cards, and eventually I'd say like, okay, you know what, okay, I'll play, and start to like study the combos, getting the cards, trying to improve the deck by myself, right? And up until recently, I saw video from Carlos Talamantes, with shoutouts to him, because I didn't know some of the cards that he was showing existed, and that has forever changed the way I see this deck and how I think it should be played. Because one of the cards that he showed, I didn't know it existed, and now I am 100% sure, like convinced, after doing some heavy testing in the last couple of weeks, that this is the way you should be playing heroes, especially now of the upcoming format. So, without further ado, let me showcase what I mean, because okay, let's do it like this. We're gonna put up a scenario, okay? Let's say like you're playing the standard hero build that everyone is playing, right? They're playing like the smallest amount of cards possible. They are like, let's say they're playing to increase, because that is something that thankfully people are just starting to catch on, that is a huge mistake. And also, let me showcase you why polymerization is not a brick. It's not a brick. It's your primary playmaker. You want to open polymerization as often as possible. Like if you don't open it, you have to find a way to search it, uh, because all your big plays come from polymerization. And if your polymerization has no value in your hand whenever you draw it, I genuinely think it's your fault on the deck building department. So, what I mean by that? Okay, let's just imagine that you're playing, right? That version of your deck, and I don't know, you reach top 8, top 4, even finals, whatever you like, right? You're going against your local good deck, your local meta good deck of the moment. Let's say Snake Eyes, say Voiceless Boys, even Tenpai, whatever you wanna take for granted, right? And you start the game, you dice roll, you win the dice roll, man. Now you're so close of winning, right? And you start drawing your opening hand, right? Because you draw Stratos. Yes, please. Call by the Grave. Fantastic. Triple Tactics Talents. This guy is gonna be so cooked. You draw Machines. It's whatever. But then the last card you draw, Polymerization. And any, like, honestly, any average hero player would be looking at this hand and then drawing this and say, no way, man. No, I bricked. I cannot believe it. I won the dice roll. This hand is so close from being good, so close yet so far. In the end, doesn't even matter, man. This wouldn't be happening if I had a girlfriend. Like, if you know. Oh, so yeah, you will be staring this and probably having like a mini heart attack, a panic attack, and be like, what am I gonna do with this hand? What am I even supposed to do? And just see your opponent seeing that you're freaking out and just like having this smirk on his face because they know that you bricked, right? But what if I told you you haven't bricked? In actuality, you have full combo. Yes, I don't know if you know this, but opening Stratos plus Polymerization, it's full combo. What do I mean by full combo? That means that you're gonna end up with a Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, the favorite contact set, the Dark Law on your field with the extra hero Wonder Driver, setting back your Miracle Fusion, and you will still have a follow-up for your next turn. Sounds too good to be good? Sounds too good to be true? I don't know, man. And you gotta understand, for this to be a full combo, you need to play at the absolute least, even in your standard build, 2 polymerizations. 2. That's all it takes for this hand to be a full combo. So how do you do it, right? This is the question of the day. Like, you're talking all this, but I see no play. Like, how is this full combo? So let me show you. I'm gonna try to sum through this, and if you have some, like, you have to like go slower, like put it like on half the speed, I don't know, you do it, right? Okay, so you're gonna normal summon Stratos, you're gonna search for Malicious, you're gonna activate Polymerization, fuse these two away, and special summon Sunrise. Sunrise effect is gonna add you Miracle Fusion. You're gonna banish Malicious. Special summon Malicious from your deck. And this is your hand. Link these two away into Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader is gonna target Malicious in your graveyard, special summon it, tribute it away for searching a hero, adding Vision Hero Faris. Now you're gonna activate Miracle Fusion. You're gonna banish Sunrise and Stratos. You're gonna special summon, fusion summon, rather sorry, Flame Wingman Infernal Rage activates effect. You're gonna search for favorite contact. And then you're gonna link these two away into Infernal Divisor. Infernal Divisor is gonna show you one fusion monster and acquire one of them. It's gonna acquire up to 2 materials, but because our fusion only says one of them, we're gonna add that one. Then you're gonna discard Neos, gonna discard Neos, activate Faris effect to place Vision Hero increase here. You're gonna tribute it away, special summon increase, and then increase is gonna special summon Bion. Bion's effect to send one hero monster from your graveyard is gonna be Denier. Then this is the part where you need the second Polymerization. You're gonna banish for cost and add Polymerization. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I think you guys know where this is going, right? So after that, you're gonna link these two away into Wonder Driver. Then you're gonna use the Denier's effect to special summon itself because you have Malicious in your graveyard. Then Wonder Driver is gonna activate a Chain Link 1 targeting the Miracle Fusion. Then Denier is gonna activate 2 to place a Destiny Hero on top of your deck, which is gonna be the Malicious that we have banished. Then we set this one, and then we're gonna use Malicious effect from the graveyard, banish it, special summon it. Then you're gonna use the Polymerization that you have in your hand to special summon TP, and then you're gonna Miracle Fusion, banishing the Neos and the Infernal Rage, special summoning Wake Up, your elemental hero. And oh surprise, I don't know if you have noticed, we're at the exact same point where we wanna be if you open like Faris plus Stratos, or like Faris plus Malicious, or like Malicious plus Stratos. I don't know, you know the standard place, but we're exactly at the same point that we wanna be, because we already have the favorite contact play. We already have the Wake Up plus the DP. I guess the only thing that it's different from the regular play is that this would be like a Sunrise, but it's Bion instead. But it's good because I'll show you why. And I opened the mask change, right? Spoiler alert, I play more than one of these because I actually like opening this. So you may play like 2 Dark Law if you want to, but or you could, like, if you already have the mask change, you can like do the Stratos play to get Plasma and special summon Plasma. But whatever, okay? Just for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna end up with the Dark Law, okay? I mean, you have all these cards in your hand, and obviously we're playing right now uninterrupted, just for the sake of showing you what you can achieve with the starting hand that we got, right? So here you will be forcing the end of main phase, and if your opponent lets you go into the end phase, you're gonna activate the PS effect to pop the Wake Up, then Chainlink 1 special summon a warrior, Chainlink 2 to special summon a Destiny Hero on the next standby phase. You're gonna special summon Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, getting you the Mask Change, and then you activate it right away, sending Bion to the graveyard, and special summoning the Darkglow. And by doing this, you prevent from your opponent Forbidden Drop from using Forbidden Droplet, right? And if they had the hope that they could like interrupt your plays from summoning the Darkglow or something, well, now they can, right? And obviously I have the second Mass Change if you ever want to play two Darkglows. Spoiler alert, I don't do it. I'm fine with one. But yeah, let you pass turn, standby phase, DP is gonna come back. You're gonna use Wonder Driver's effect to reset the Miracle Fusion. And if you need to use DP's effect, this is where you could like pop your own Shadow Mist, get your search for either like Stratos or maybe a Blazeman. So yeah, spoiler alert, you may love this guy in the future, okay? So yeah, this is the end board, and if you notice, all of this because we opened Stratos plus Polymerization. You know, the card that everyone says it's a brick in your deck. So, but how did we reach this point, right? What was the magic that let us get to this point? What was like the condition to get to this point? So, in order to perform this combo, what you need to do is you need to open Destiny Hero Malicious, you need a Polymerization, and you need an Elemental Hero, which attribute is not light. A not light attribute Elemental Hero monster in order to perform this combo. So if you like take it back, and I mean, you would say, but that's 3 cards, right? Well, thanks for us, a lot of cards can search into other cards, so it can become a 2-card combo, like we just saw, right? Like you can open Stratos plus Polymerization, and because Stratos searches any hero, you get the Malicious, and then you start the combo, right? But you can do it in so many ways, because you can also open Malicious and open Elemental Hero Blazeman, because Blazeman on normal summon gets Polymerization, fuse into Malicious, and it's exactly the same result. But why would you play Blazeman, right? Like, what is the point if I maybe just want to play maybe more Polymerizations? Why I want to play another normal summon for this? Well, my friends, why this card is good is because of this little card, EN Shuffle. And this is where I thank Carlos Telemantes, because this card changed my life. Like, I know this is a meme, right? But like, this changed completely how I look at this deck and how strong it has become for me. Like, this was like the missing link for making it good, because I don't know if this has happened to you guys, but like, even if I play like the small card count for heroes, I end up drawing cards that I usually don't want to draw. Like, this deck is full of engine requirements, like another name to say the cards that you should never draw, right? Like the cards that you never want to see on your opening hand. And this is where I just tell you guys, this deck, thanks to this card, you can easily, and I mean easily, play more than 40 cards. In fact, you want to play more than 40. You really want, because by playing more starters, you dilute the chances of you drawing the cards that you don't want to see, right? And even like my current build is capped at 50. I feel like after a lot of testing, I feel like 50 is like the sweet spot for like having like the good hands, and still for you still like seeing your non-engine. Obviously you're not gonna see it as often as if you were like 40 cards, right? But you ain't gonna see the garnets as often. And because we have this added consistency, this deck feels fantastic. Like, I cannot express how good Ian Shuffle is, and how low-key Blazeman is becoming the best normal summon in this deck. Because, like, let's put it this way. Like, if you open it like this, plus whatever 2 cards you want to add to this, let's say it's like this, right? Or like even better, right? Just to be like, I don't know, just like this. I cannot express how strong of a hand opening like this is, because this, I feel like this normal summon is going to become similar, like it's gonna exert the same amount of pressure that normal summoning Snake Eye Ash is for other decks. And I know that may sound exaggerated, because Snake Eye Ash is like a 1-card combo, but this is like a 2-card combo. It's the next best thing, and the board that you can build with this is nothing to scoff at. And this is going to create a paradox for your opponent, where like I am normal summoning the card that gets me into Polymerization right away. And I mean, you see this, right? But they're gonna see like this. They don't know what you're playing. Like, they don't know what you have in your hand. And this gonna put a lot of pressure into your opponent, because like once you play this, like, you know that sometimes the only thing that you need to play the game, to get going, to just do your combo, is just one Polymerization. And this guy is getting you into it right away, because on the other lines, they usually hold like the impermanence or the ash until you summon Bion. And when they stop the Bion, usually they stop your plays. But this puts a lot of pressure. And let me explain you why. Because you would say, man, you just wasted your normal summon this, and if you get Imperm, or like Baylor, or like Ash, what are you gonna do? Well, my boy, Ian Shuffle. You shuffle Blazeman away, and you special summon Stratos for free. And then you get Vision Hero Faris, and your opponent just went -1 for no reason. And I mean, like, even that's the worst part, because this is how we open, right? But if they decided to not like use the impermanence on the Blazeman, you're gonna get Polymerization, and you're still playing the game, because I already showed you this is full combo. This is full combo. I need you to understand, this is full combo because you got into Polymerization. And if they decided to negate this, you just can't like end shuffle it away, special summon Stratos, get Faris, and now you do your like regular standard hero plays, which is just discard Faris, special summon, then you're gonna eventually summon the Bion, get the Poly, and do the combo. So I cannot overstate how strong this card is and how much more resilient this deck has become, because you can now eat 2 to 3 hand traps and still do your combo. And I'm not exaggerating. You can do that. And this is going to be especially relevant because the next deck that everyone is gonna be playing is Tempai. And Tempai is just a deck that is full of hand traps, full of board breakers, and try to OTK you. And the thing is that if you build your deck this way, you gonna be playing through hand traps like no other deck, to be quite honest. Like, you really gonna feel like you're a freaking hero playing this deck. So, and there's so much applications of this card that I've been discovering as I keep like play testing and everything. I can always say like play this at 3 copies, never look back, and play enough cards that make this card live as soon as possible and often as possible. Because I don't know, like I don't know what to tell you, man. Like if you open like Hero Lives, Ian Shuffle, Fusion Destiny, like emergency code to like if they stop it with Ash, you get like the normal summon. If they stop the normal summon, you get the special summon to overextend. And if you don't get that, you Fusion Destiny. Like there are so many like they just like escalate. Like your opponent is gonna be wasting their hand, and you're gonna perform like your combo as nothing, and they're gonna be down so many cards that even if their deck is capable of breaking the board, they are not gonna have a follow-up. Like I just find it very hard to believe that they will be able to break through your board and still like put you in a really bad position where you cannot like come back. So yeah, I don't know, like maybe do some test hands, and I'll give you the deck list. I published the deck list on the comment section too. I don't know, so you can try it yourself. But like, I gotta be honest, like this deck has been feeling amazing for me, and this is like you have to play multiple polymerizations, you have to be playing Blazeman, you have to be playing Ian Shuffle. Believe me, like you're gonna love it. Like I feel like this deck allows for so much more like skills expression. Like you can be freestyling with this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, like, then again, like this will feel like a terrible hand, but if I told you like, if you get Stratos, you search like the Malicious, you are playing. You are playing, my friend. You are playing. Let's see. So yeah, at the end of the day, I just want to thank Carlos Telemantis I just I never I never knew this card existed, and I don't know, it changed the way I see the deck, especially because even like if you fusion Destiny, right? I mean, let's do it like this. I don't care right now. Like you open Fusion Destiny, right? One of the things that opening Fusion Destiny, like one of the drawbacks is that don't get to um, you don't get to special summon Dark Lord, at least from normal means, right? Because usually the way you do it is like you either open a Hero Lives special summon Shadow Mist directly, or like you use the Wake Up to like special summon the Shadow Mist at the end of the combo. But like thanks to Ian Shuffle, you do the play, right? You know that you're gonna do the Cross Crusader play, like tribute it away, getting Stratos like depending on what you wanna end, you could like search like the plasma, or like even Faris to overextend and maybe summon another DP. But like at this point, you could like Ian shuffle this away, special summon like Shadow Mist, get the mask change, and you're gonna end up like with Plasma DP and Dark Lord and one Forbidden Droplet. I mean, it may not sound like much, but I don't know, man. I really think this deck is like it has changed so much thanks to this card. I really like it. I want to make it as live as possible, especially because it has some added effect that I want to discuss. Because you know the other day I had like this opening hand. Like I felt like it was I feel like I was like kind of raging because I felt like, man, like I play all these consistency cards and I'm still opening like this, like I don't know, something like that, like these kind of hands, and I'm like, after I stared down for a moment, I suddenly realized, dude, I actually can kind of fix this hand. And what do I mean by that? Like, you could like polymerization, again, another good reason why you should be playing more than one. Like, fuse this away, and you would think like, what you gonna do, like DP and pass? No, I'm actually gonna do like a sunrise effect to get the miracle fusion, and then guess what? You could Ian shuffle the sunrise. Get any hero that you need. Yes, you could like, you haven't spent your normal summon. I need you to realize, we haven't spent our normal summon. We could get like Stratos, or like Blazeman, and these two plus this is also full combo, because say like you normal Stratos, you get like the Malicious, then you in shuffle this away, summon Blazeman, get the Polymerization, and you're playing. And not only that, like, you know what's the craziest part of this? You know what is the craziest part of this? You can still use the hidden effect of Ian Shuffle, banish it, and then return Neos to your hand and draw one card. Yes, you can. Like, if you are forced to do these kind of plays, you can Ian Shuffle it away to draw one more card. And we're still playing, man. Like, I don't know how you cannot play this card, man. I genuinely don't know how you cannot be playing this card, and how you cannot be playing like playing with Blazeman and playing it with more polymerization. Like I said, this is a fusion based deck. You want to be fusing as much as possible. So yeah, like believe me when I tell you that you can be playing this deck at like 50 cards and you can still like do really good. And probably I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you could probably be doing even better because you add so much power by playing this card. Like you should be playing Blazeman. You should be playing more like Polys, and even like like even in the standard build, I love playing Shadow Mist at 2, but now with the end shuffle, like I just feel like I have more reason to play 2, because if I ever draw into one, and I need to end shuffle into another one, I can do it. Like I don't know, man. Like you should really be playing this deck at this card count. Yes. I don't know, guys. Like I'm gonna like let you know like the deck list, and I encourage you to like try and play, have some play like some test hands of this deck, and just tell me in the comments section how you feel like when you're playing this version of the deck, because I've been drawing like really insane hands as of lately with this, and I encourage you to play like this. I only have 2 right now, but I'm going to add a third. I want to play 3 of this. Like mass change. And honestly, also like these like triple tactic talents come so clutch a lot of the times you want to play free. Also, free mass change comes so clutch, and whenever you draw like these two, like it feels like you can beat any hand trap. Like even like especially like if you also draw into end shuffle, you can end up punishing your opponent so hard, and you still do your combo. Like it's insane. Like so. Mm, free, 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 free. Huh? This is how I play it. I'm honestly still debating about the second Miracle Fusion, is because I really want to get like full value out of my Sunrise. And actually, I've been like heavily considering playing another Sunrise in case like you have to do like a follow-up play, and because like Sunrise is the most generic fusion for the entire archetype, especially because you're playing like more attributes in this version, this is what you want to do. Especially because one of the things that I really like about playing multiples of this is that you avoid telling you telling your opponent what you have in your hand, because whenever you don't activate like um, Bion's effect, right, or like whenever you're not declaring uh, Sunrise effect, is the only reason that your opponent could realistically think why are you not using them is because you already have them in your hand, and you're already telling them a lot of information. And I honestly don't think this is a break. Like it's only a break if you only play one and you draw it, and you still have like your other cards to make up for it. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm really liking this build. I'm really liking this build. Hope that you guys also like enjoy it, like play test it. Tell me how it feels for you, because I'm really enjoying this one. I'm really enjoying this one. And for the extra deck, I play like two Cross Crusaders, the one Infernal Deviser. I personally I'm playing two extra Wonder Drivers because I mean with still like a Steel Fenrir being a thing, I I don't know, I feel like this is too important of a piece in the combo where I just want to play multiples of it. Same with Sunrise, but I don't have space for it. I need to see what I'm gonna cut, and I know that you guys are gonna see and like cut this. And believe me when I tell you that I really don't want to play this card, but like I'm not losing to Imperm Baylor if I have to resolve Blazeman. I'm not losing to that. Um, Double DP. Um, I have like absolute zero here, but this is another wake up. You need two wake ups. Um, I still don't have it, but it's gonna come tomorrow. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. But I'm playing. I want to play two wake ups. The Flame Wingman and the Shining News Wingman. I don't want to play multiples of this because I feel like this line is the like the hardest one to do. Like that requires the most amount of setup. And I mean, if it's gonna get fan rate, then it gets fan rate. I don't care. Like I care more about the sunrise and the DPE and the wake up. It's I feel like it's more important than the Shining Neos Wingman. So yeah, this is the deck list. Just play it and tell me what you think about it. I hope you likes. I hope you guys like the video. If you want to see more content later on, just tell me. And this is my first video, so I'm sorry if like I just rambled too much and didn't get to the point fast enough, and maybe you needed, or maybe I didn't like explain something as I should because I center on something else. Uh, Tell me what you guys think about it. Thanks.